Sunday morning, I'm editing a video on building the stand, I guess you could say, for my jointer. And this one's kind of longer and kind of a bit more involved, and I want to keep it all in one video. So I think I'm going to post it on my Red channel. I'm getting a little bit confused myself as to what I should be posting on the Red channel. Part of the problem is about 2 months ago, they started getting hit for this stupid advertiser thing. So I switched my focus more to the main channel and, still posting stuff here on the Black channel because it really doesn't matter that much for the Black channel because it doesn't get that many views. Look for that probably on Saturday coming, this being Sunday. That'll be, 6 days from now or whatever. On Wednesday, there'll be a new episode of my jointer build, this time concentrating on the things that hold the bearing blocks in and the design of the jointer itself. I, show the SketchUp model that I have so far. It's not, a highly refined drawing or anything. It's just for me to get my head straight about some of the details. My strategy for safety comments in the past has been to basically to delete the comment and delete the commenter. Actually, I would block him from making comments again. And that may sound harsh or extreme, but the bulk of these people that make these comments are casual viewers, and they've only popped into the video because they were attracted to whatever, and this is the thing that they have to say about the project. They have to make a safety comment that's not actually appropriate. So I don't need to hear from those people again. Any further commenting from those people will probably be of the same sort, commenting on, not on the project, not on what they think of the project, good or bad. I like to hear opinions. If they make a comment that's strictly limited to safety, I just delete that and I ban the commenter. But in the carving the cup video, I didn't do that. I just wanted to see how many would accumulate and see if they would self-perpetuate. Because there's a type of person that only watches a video like that to point out safety comments, and then he'll get down in the comments section and he will read through all of the comments and he will look for the specific ones on safety, and he will either like those comments, to thumbs them up, because I've seen this. All right, I'm not making this up. This is absolutely true. I've seen this behavior. He will, click on like on that comment, or he'll make a comment to, reinforce what the person said, agree with them, and add in his own little 2 cents. Now, I'm more vocal than a lot of other people are. They get the idea that you'll feed the trolls and whatever. But to be honest, I've only seen maybe 3 actual trolls since I've been doing this. Most of the people that make these comments are making them out of, I can't say stupidity. It's more a case of ignorance is what it is. They are basically parroting stuff that they've seen or heard from other people, and they really don't have any context to put anything into. Like, they don't have any experience with these tools. They only know that this is the way that you're supposed to use them. Other type of person that makes a comment, usually a nasty one, where that goes, well, I hope you cut your finger off, or it's amazing you still have any fingers left, bud. This is for want of a better name, because it's a shame that we don't have a clinical name for this, is a hater. Is a person that resents what he's watching. It doesn't matter what it is. He resents that anybody can do anything. And he's just a miserable person deep down inside. This is the type of person that, kind of gravitates to those kind of videos. Now, I'm not saying that is the bulk of the commenters. The bulk of the people that are watching the videos and commenting on them are being positive. They're liking the project or whatever. They're not saying anything negative about it. Not that I'm against anything negative. It's just like, if there's something actually negative about something, point that out. Don't make up some nonsense about the way you think it is. Like I've been criticized several times on that video because it's not carving, it's grinding. You're using a grinder, man. And you know what? I see these people, and you would have to see this movie to know the character that I'm talking about. It's the Steve Carell character in Anchorman, the first movie, the one that's actually worth watching. Because I think I watched like 3 minutes of Anchorman 2, and then my brain started to, like there were neural pathways in my brain that were starting to fuse together. I had to shut the movie off. But the first one is like comic genius. If you haven't seen it, watch that. And that Steve Carell character, that's these people for the most part, the people that make these kind of comments. And I've said it before that it seems like the more you actually know, the less you'll actually comment. And the less you actually know, the more you will comment. So it's people that don't have any actual foundation for what they're saying that are making the most observations. So here we are in the 21st century, and when we look at our history, like the bulk of our history, we were basically individuals on our own, and we would have to deal with everything that came along by ourselves and didn't have the benefit of someone watching over our shoulders to point out all the things that we were doing wrong. How did we manage to survive all these thousands of years without someone telling us how to do things? I know I've been doing woodworking for a long time, and had a comment recently from a guy saying, well, why do you always brag about how long you've been doing woodworking? Well, it's relevant, guy. It's relevant to what you're watching. When I make a cut on the table saw, you're watching an experienced fucking guy. You're not watching some kid who just started doing this last week or a month ago or a year ago. You're watching an experienced guy, all right, knows how to use the tool. And then he says, well, there's a risk that the inexperienced people will watch you and try to do the same thing. You're setting a bad example. Well, no, I'm not, because inexperienced people don't try to use the saw that way. They don't try to imitate what they see other people that are more experienced doing. What they do is they use the tool in the way that they think is the safest way, and they usually use it successfully and they learn from that. But occasionally they will mess up, and they'll probably learn from that as well. So anyway, I think I'm going to stop this now. I think I've said everything that I need to say or get off my chest about the safety comment thing. And you know what? If I think of any more, then I can make another safety comment video in the future.
You're a close-mouthed man?
Oh, I like to talk.
Better and better. I distrust a close-mouthed man. He generally picks the wrong time to talk and says the wrong things. Talking something you can't do judiciously unless you keep in practice. Now, sir, we'll talk if you like. I tell you right out, I'm a man who likes talking to a man who likes to talk.